Hello guys, and welcome once again to this particular YouTube channel where we share with you profound information on a daily basis to make sure that your trading career is a success. So guys, as we go through this market breakdown for the US30, this is the US30 market. Let me start and have my line chart. So here I'm on the monthly time frame. You see there are no too much details there. There's not too much detail of what is happening. I've just placed a mini level of support there. Let's scale down to the weekly and see if we can identify any other areas on the weekly time frame. From the weekly time frame, you realize that this market, what is happening? Right. We have that major level of support there. We have a support there. I have a support there. I have a support there on the weekly and also a resistance there. So I have two interesting levels there, a support and a resistance. A support and a resistance. Then there I can just place that one as well as a resistance as well. So looking at that, as you can see, US30 has actually been uptrending. Then here it's sort of like correcting a bit, but still maintaining the same uptrend. So let's go back to our candlestick chart. Let's go back to our candlestick chart. We're now back to our candlestick chart. As you can see, I spoke about that level of support that you are seeing here. That support that you are seeing here. The support that you are seeing here. So that support, guys, is if you check the market broke above that support, that current candle right now sort of like retested that support, and most probably there are higher chances for this market to actually continue all the way bullish for this whole week for US30. Basing on what we are seeing right now, the previous last week's candle, it actually closed as a bullish engulfing. So having that in mind, knowing that the market actually closed as a bullish engulfing pattern in an uptrend, that is actually a triggering entry point. It's actually a triggering entry point for us guys. So if you check, the first entry point was actually there on that support there. So obviously right now, that support, it was actually acting as support, was broken, then was broken on top. So right now, it's actually the market kind of retested the level. Let's see on the daily. If the level is fully retested. So if you check now on the, let me just correct a few things there. Right. So we're like this. We have our support there with our resistance, where the market is currently going right now, and we have another resistance at the top. Let's just place our trend lines and see what is happening. Yeah. This is interesting. We have a trend line there on the daily, a downtrending market. It was actually downtrending in a corrective way there. So we have a trend line there. As you can see, our trend line has actually been broken. Guys. So it's actually sort of like a triangle, a corrective triangle to the downside, and it has been broken. Yesterday's candle actually retested that level, and the current candle of today actually opened above our trend line. So we're actually in a buying zone right now. So this whole zone above here, we call it the buying zone. That's actually a buying zone. It's actually a buying moment right now it's actually a buying zone. This whole zone above this trend line that you are seeing there, it's a buying zone. So that daily candle, so long it closes bullish, we're actually continuing all the way. If it goes to that first take profit, we're looking at the next level there for our take profit. So just to go a bit lower to 4-hour time frame, that is 4-hour time frame. So if you check on the 4-hour time frame, we are still maintaining the same bias like what we are saying on the daily and other time frames. So, right. So we are saying the market was downtrending. That is a downtrending trend line, this one that you're seeing here. This trend line was actually downtrending like that. You can draw it in any way that you want, so long as touching our levels, our most important levels there. So that trend line, we are actually anticipating the market to, as you check on 4 hours right now, the previous 4-hour candle, it broke that trend line, and the market is currently above our trend line. So we actually expect the market to actually continue all the way to the upside, that level, and all the way to that level. So another thing that you might also look at is the Fibonacci. Fibonacci can actually help you to see if ever a retracement is okay. Yeah, for example, this one is interesting. That's an interesting level there. If you check our Fibonacci the 4-hour, it actually retested on the 78.6 level, which is actually an interesting level. So once this market comes and breaks that current previous high, then breaks it, retests it, is going all the way to the upside. So guys, that is what we are seeing on USD. So long this market is above that zone, above that trend line that I've just drawn, we are actually going to be buying USD to this whole week, as you are seeing guys on my chart. So guys, I think this is all that we can say for US30. This is all we can say for US30, guys. As you have seen that the market, it's actually been downtrending, broke a very major downtrend, So right now it's on the outside of the downtrending trend line. So we are actually expecting the market to shoot all the way to the upside. We're actually expecting the market to shoot all the way to the upside, so long there are no fundamentals involved. So let's just go down to Nasdaq and see what is happening on the Nasdaq. So on the Nasdaq, let me just remove everything. I have removed everything. Let me go to my line chart and my monthly time frame. Line chart, then my monthly time frame. So I'm now on my monthly time frame, guys, on the Nasdaq. I'm now on my monthly time frame on the Nasdaq. I'm now on my monthly time frame. So if you check Nasdaq, there's been in an sort of like an uptrend, a major uptrend. If you ask me, it's been in a major uptrend. So there's nothing much to look at there on the monthly. Let's go down to the weekly. And see if there are any details that can actually help us in determining the entries that we will take this week. So if you check with that level there, that's a level of support right now. That's a level of support that is there right now, which is actually an area of value for us. It's actually an area of value for us. We actually also have that resistance. We also have another resistance there as well. So I think my levels are fine like that. Let me just go back to my candlestick chart. So on my candlestick chart, Nasdaq is showing quite a similar scenario with US30. The only thing that is not interesting is the issue of the trend line that Nasdaq broke. Because Nasdaq broke a very, very, very key trend line here. Broke out that trend line. So most probably the buys that can happen can actually maybe be buys to either retest that trend line only, then continue selling. So it was actually in a very, very sharp uptrend there. But then the trend line was broken. So that is actually a major concern to us, to actually take trades with caution this whole week. So if we are going to take our trades this week, we are having that in mind, that the market actually broke a very major trend line there. So let me just scroll down to the day so that we see what is happening on the day. So on the daily time frame, as you can see that trend line that was broken, that major uptrending trend line that was broken, this one. This is the trend line, guys. This is the trend line as you are seeing. So that trend line was broken. The market was uptrending, then the trend line was broken. So let's see other confirmations here. So first touch here, second touch there, first touch, second touch, then I draw. So if you check now that corrective downtrend, the market broke that structure. So after having broken that structure there, as you are seeing, guys, we broke and retested. So right now we are outside of that corrective structure. So right now the chances of this market coming all the way to that first resistance, if it breaks that resistance, we are looking all the way for it to come back to touch that trend line that it broke and see how it will move from there. So this is the bias that we're having, guys. This is the bias that we're having. This market is actually above this major, this mini downtrend that was happening there. So we're actually in a buying region. That top level there above there is the buying region. So right now we're in a buying region for the Nasdaq. We're actually expecting buys all the way this week. We're actually expecting buys all the way this week. So the first buys, once they come and break that level of resistance, we're looking to take more buys all the way to the upside. So thank you for watching, guys. We hope you have liked, we hope you have subscribed, we hope you are going to stay tuned for the next upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.